Hi, it's Cheryl from Home of My Making, where I inspire you to create a surrounding you love. I want to come on again today and show you a second version of some hand-painted eggs that I have been working on. I showed you yesterday that I started with a whole bunch of white eggs that I painted white. They came white, but I painted them white. And I used the chalk-based paint, a Maker Studio in Blessed. I tried to leave them unpainted, but the paint looks not as good as when you're painting on top of a chalk-based paint. Plus, it makes the egg look like a real egg because it's kind of a matte finish. So I want to show you the pattern that I did on these eggs. So I'm going to start with the same color palette that I used yesterday. I had a whole bunch of apple barrel paints that I mixed up a little bit lighter. I used their purple iris and then I added some white. I used their bright yellow and I added some white. Their fuchsia, added some white. This time I did use their shamrock and I added some white. And of course I used their white. So I have a little palette of the colors right here. As you're hopping on, let me know that you're here and let me know where you're watching from. Let me see if I can get you guys on my iPad. And then I'll show you the eggs that I'm doing today. I figure let me get the eggs out of the way because Easter's going to be here before you know it, which is specific to Easter, not really a spring craft. So let me see if I can get you guys on there. Hi Debbie, how are you? Are you in Florida? No, you're not in Florida, you're here. Hi Michelle, how are you? So let me show you what I did. So I'm going to start with a hand-painted egg in the chalk-based paint. Then I'm going to take my colors that I have already mixed up. Now you don't have to do these colors. You can do any version. I do like to do 3 colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pouncer brushes and I'm going to make circles. So the first thing I'm going to do is dip it in there and then offload it onto something else so that it's not all full of paint. And then I'm just going to make circles. This is the quickest, easiest way to make a circle without drawing it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put 3 different colors on each egg. So I'm going to do the pink, the purple, and the yellow. So what I did, because I made a bunch of them, I did them in stages. So since I just did the pink, I don't want to wish I was at your house, right? I know, we should have a craftathon. Hi Ann, how are you? So I did the pink first. And then what I did is I usually let them sit a little until I get on to the next color. So this one's a dry one with the pink. Then I'm going to take a different brush and I'm going to do the same thing with the purple. And I'm going to make circles on here with the purple, making sure to offload it so that it doesn't make a mess, and trying to hold on to it at the same time. And then after I do the purple ones, purple circles, then I go ahead and I do my yellow ones. So there I got the purple, the yellow, and the pink already done. So my next step is going to be, I'm going to take a little artist brush, pointed. I never saw you before, so I'm watching. Hi Joe, how are you? I'm making some Easter eggs right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the white on a brush and I'm just going to make like a little stroke on each side of each circle. That's going to just act like a little highlight. And I'll show you in a second. So if you look, you could see the little white on each side. So that's going to be my next step after you make the circles, and then you make the white. And here's one that's already dried. So my next step is I'm actually going to take this same brush and I'm going to add some leaves. Now this is where my green comes in. So I'm going to take the green and I'm going to add 2 little leaves to each circle. nothing fancy, just 2 little swipes of the green. If you can see that. So I'm going to add it to every circle. I'm only doing 2 leaves. If you want to do more than 2 leaves, you can do more than 2 leaves. So try to hold it so we're not getting it. Where am I from? I'm from North Carolina, Joe. Where are you from? So that's all done to that stage. Then what I'm going to do is just going to do one more, because I need a couple of them dried so I can get to the next stage. So just add the circles with your little dabber brush, and that will create the circle. If you haven't already gone and liked and followed my page, please do so. I have a challenge for myself this weekend to reach 2,000 followers. And I think right now I'm at 18 something. Okay, so like I said, I usually do these in stages because I want each color to dry. So I have a lot of them going right now. Okay, so that's another one that's done. Now I'm going to go back to the original one and show you what I do with it at this point. So this is one that's completely done with the paint. If you do get paint anywhere, you can actually take a wipe and wipe it off if you got it where you don't want it. It comes right off. If you can see that little speck right there, I could just wipe it right off with a wet paper towel or a wipe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Sharpie marker. And hi Sylvia, you can catch the beginning and replay up until this point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a little squiggly line like that on each side of the egg. And again, if you want to go all the way around, you could do that. I'm just going to go halfway around. And then I'm going to actually do a little curve on one side like that. Do you see that? So one side I do a squiggly, one side I do a curve. So if you could see what I'm doing. So the first process is painting the egg white. Then you take your dabber brush in all 3 colors and make the circles. Then I did a little white swoop for some highlight, and now I'm going in with my black. Actually, I think I missed one. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like so far. And then I'm just going to go back where I did my leaves, and I'm going to do a line down the center of each one of them. And I'll show you. And I do feel better, but I have to tell you, I have my drink of water over here. Thank you, Stephanie. If I talk too much, it'll come back out and I'll start coughing again. So let me show you what they're going to look like when they're totally done. So that's what they're going to look like. Again, you don't have to do the same colors. You don't have to do the same lines the way I did, but pretty much that's what they're going to look like. So again, quick and easy egg tutorial. This would be another good kid one if you didn't want to mess with all that dyeing and stuff, because you can do these on regular eggs if you want. Thank you, Joe. I enjoy watching you do crafts because they're also fun, and you do your crafts and talk at the same time to your followers. Thank you, Kathy Jo. Thanks, Deb. yeah, so there you go. That's another little quick and easy egg tutorial. I had one yesterday that I did, and I just posted the picture to the finished product. I staged it. So again, start with your white egg that I painted with a chalk-based paint. If you don't have white eggs, just paint your colored eggs white. I prefer to do this on a white egg. Again, if you don't want the background to be white, then don't do it with a white egg. You can paint it with a different color. You could do any combination. You don't have to do the pink and the purple and the yellow. I just kind of like that look for Easter, because as you can see, everything I do is kind of that color right now. Yes, you can do lines in the middle of the circle and it would look like a rose. You're absolutely right. I think that would be a good idea. I don't have any dry to do that, but yeah, it would be a good idea. At first they started looking to me like lemons, but I guess that would be a good idea if you really wanted to make them look like a lemon. Like if you look at this one right here, doesn't it look like a lemon in the center? So even if you wanted to do them looking like lemons, you can. There's so many variations. I just wanted to do something whimsical, you know, that didn't look like a flower, but was easy to create for us people that don't know how to draw. So there you go. That was another quick and easy egg tutorial on this beautiful Sunday. So if you liked this video and you know somebody that would enjoy it, please sprinkle it to their page. And if you haven't already signed up for my notifications when I go live, it's in that little box that's down there. And if you would like to like this post, give me some hearts if you liked what I did. Thank you, Debbie Alexander. That's a cute idea. Thanks. I was thinking of putting them in like a glass cylinder. I think, you know, with like grass on the bottom and just filling the whole cylinder up with this, just these eggs in there. I have to look around the house to see if I could find just a glass cylinder. But, yes, Joe. So if you haven't already liked and followed my page, please do so. There's that little thumbs up there. I'd appreciate it. And I'll be back later tonight for probably another spring craft. Oh, actually, it's not going to be a spring craft. It's going to be something else. Something appropriate for this timing of our life right now. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a rest of the day is calm and relaxing for you all. And I'll be back later tonight. Thank you for watching.